Hi everyone, good afternoon. Good to see you all again. And I'm Jeffrey from Study Hub and JS Study Solutions. How are you? Hope you're having a good Saturday afternoon. I know you are thinking that, hey, I'm going to start school in approximately about 2 weeks. Those students who are Form 4, those who are in the Form 3. I know Form 5, you're already back to school. Uh, International school students, IGCSE, O levels, you're already back to school. How is it so far? Are you all doing well? Doing okay? All right. And I hope that you are doing very well. There are some students among you here who are looking at opportunity to tertiary education, right? There are some of you here maybe still looking at, you may have already graduated your Form 5 or your IGCSE, whatever not, a qualification last year. And over the MCO, you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and you've been thinking. And now you are also still looking around. But anyhow, nevertheless, don't worry. Okay, as usual, Study Hub, Student Advisory, and GS Study, we always provide you information that you will need for you to decide on your tertiary education. I think over the last few months during the MCO, I know that we are now in a relaxed MCO. Everything is going back to normal. That's fantastic. But I know that you've been looking for, and we have brought you, I think, over 20 over different programs to help you to decide your future. And as usual, every Saturday today, like before, we will bring to you programs we call the Global Reach, or sometimes we bring to you a program called the Turning Point or Career Insider, perhaps. All these basically to help you and to actually give you very much information that you will need pertaining to career, pertaining to where to study, where to go about, how to go about, and whatever not. Okay, now where you are right now, if you're at JS Study Facebook or at US Study Hub Facebook, please like on the Facebook. Can you? I don't know whether you are a student, you are a teacher, you are a parent, or whoever you are, just like the Facebook. Share it out, the information section this afternoon. We are talking about another country that we are very much not usually heard of in terms of education, but nevertheless, we'll be talking about this country, Canada, very soon. But please like the Facebook, please share it out, okay? And do not just stop where you are now. Follow us. In case you cannot watch us throughout the 1 hour program, nevertheless, don't forget you can always join us because this program will be recorded, so it will be shown again in our Facebook. And if you have YouTube, subscribe us in the YouTube. You can also watch us in the YouTube channel. Can you can do that? Fantastic. Thank you very much again. And let's start. Today we have Global Reach. Global Reach is a program that we will bring to you a country and a university that we are promoting. Okay, today we have got some students who have been asking us this country, Canada. I know some of you may be thinking Canada is so far away, but nevertheless, it is still within reachable destination, correct? Yeah, Canada is one of the safest country in the world. My sister is there. Okay, she's now there. She's married and she's in Canada. Fantastic life. She's having there peaceful. And she always tell me that it's very lovely there. She asked me to go there if I can. So hopefully one day I'll be able to go to Canada myself. Now, Canada is a beautiful country, like I say again. So it's a country that many students have been wanting to know more, perhaps. So we thought that, hey, let's bring Canada in under our Global Reach program. And the university that we'll be talking to is a university that based in Vancouver, University Canada West. Okay, this is a very, very modern university. Okay, you'll be speaking to the representation afterward, and we're gonna not delay any more time. We will bring Mr. Alex, the person. Hello, Alex.
Hi.
Good to
Hi,
see you.
Jeffrey. Yeah, good to see you.
You can hear us
Hi.
well, Alex?
I'm just checking it out. Yeah, I can hear you very well. Loud and clear. I hope you can hear me too.
Very, very good, very good. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Alex, from University Canada West, or the short name is called UCW, right?
Yeah, it's kind of too long, so just make it the UCW.
Awesome, UCW. Yeah, nice name.
All right.
Now, audiences, we have together with us Mr. Alex. He is the marketing director regional for Southeast Asia. He is based in Philippines. I won't talk more. I will let him introduce himself to you, and then we will then go on to talk about studying Canada first. Alex, I'll pass the time to you to introduce
Uh,
yourself to them.
Yeah, thank you very much for, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me here, Jeffrey.
You're
It's
welcome. You're
really been
welcome.
an honor that I've been being heard right now there in Malaysia. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, anyway, yeah, so I'm Alex Martinez. I'm the Regional Director for Southeast Asia for University Canada West for student
Yeah.
recruitment. I'm based here in Manila, here in the Philippines.
Right.
I'm also responsible for the recruitment for countries in Southeast Asia, such as Indonesia, Vietnam, and of course Malaysia. So
Mm.
as of now, yeah, we've been doing good in promoting our school, and very honored that being invited there to talk about not only our school but also about Vancouver and Canada itself for some
Yeah.
potential Malaysian students.
Right.
Well,
Right.
maybe Canada is very popular here in the Philippines and also there in Vietnam. And I also
Mm-hmm.
wanted that Canada, Vancouver would also be popular there in Malaysia.
It is actually very popular. I mean, many people who know Canada, if you say Canada, they would know. It's not like it is a country that nobody knows. It's a big country. In fact, Canada is really large. Yeah. But I know
It's
that
actually the second largest country in the world.
yeah, exactly. So I think
uh,
people will
uh,
know.
yeah,
But just that in terms
yeah.
of, when talk about studying in Canada, it is something that we want you to help us to explain, why would why studying Canada? Yeah. So maybe
Yeah, sure.
Alex can share with us.
Yeah, if I could share my presentation, we'll talk about
Yes.
first Vancouver, Canada, and also the school. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna share my screen. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, give me a minute.
No
You
worries.
just tell me. Okay,
How's the
it's
weather
sharing
in
now, right?
Philippines? How's the weather in Philippines, now, Alex? Is it hot? What's Malaysia?
It's yeah, it's actually raining right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, for some
Okay.
reason it's raining. Okay, so
Right.
yeah, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see your screen now. You just see Canada West
All
beautifully.
right. Yeah. So, I would share first about this presentation about University Canada West. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, with this presentation, I could show our accreditations, our rankings, benefits of studying in UCW and also there in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Our graduate programs, the programs or the courses. We got the graduate programs and the undergraduate programs and the preparatory courses.
Mhm.
How to apply the admissions, how much will be
Uh,
our tuition fees, okay,
yeah.
and of course the scholarship available. Everyone will be waiting for this.
That's right.
The key
That will
term
be very
dates, which
important.
is very important. Key term dates, which is the our intake dates, yeah, and of
Mhm.
course the employment afterwards of studying and also while you're studying there. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right. So with this slide, if you could see, our school is located in Vancouver. So it's one of the popular cities in Canada.
Yeah.
Everyone will be thinking about Toronto
Yeah.
because they won the championship last year. Okay, but
Okay.
Toronto is on the eastern side. Okay, so
All right.
that will be near the border of New York. Okay,
Mm.
now Vancouver is in the Pacific side. Okay, so it's on the western side of Canada. It's in the Pacific Ocean, and it's in the border of Seattle, in what Seattle in the United States. Okay, so
Right.
if you have seen the movie Twilight, the first part, that's where they
Twilight.
went in Vancouver, right?
Oh,
They came
Twilight
from
was you
Seattle,
mean
and
in
then
oh. Oh, I never know that
yeah,
Twilight was filmed in Vancouver. I mean,
yeah, it's in Seattle and then in Vancouver. They're actually based in Seattle, but they went to Vancouver actually.
right, right,
While they were waiting, yeah. My wife is a fan of the movie, so I also watch. Okay.
right. Yeah, yeah. Okay. The
All
vampire
right.
and the werewolf.
Yeah. So the good thing about that I could say about Vancouver is that its natural beauty, its cultural diversity. So you can see the mountain ranges in the north. Okay, and also
Mm.
they got these beaches. There's really not much pollution there.
Yeah.
And well, I mentioned beaches. Okay, so they will think that. In Canada, it's cold, but during summer, they got these public beaches there near the Stanley Park, and you could
Mm.
see people there taking a dip or they're swimming.
Mm-hmm.
During summer, the weather is tolerable. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's really not that cold. Okay, so that's also the good thing about the Vancouver. Okay, uh, it is a very it has a very cosmopolitan lifestyle, and there are a lot of cultural diversities. So
Mm-hmm.
when you go there, as you mentioned, your sister is living there. There are a lot of
Yeah.
Asians. There are a lot of Chinese, a lot of Filipinos, also Latin Americans, even Africans. So
Right.
it's like the United Nations are living there in Vancouver. Okay,
Right.
so
Right.
there's also no discrimination. There may
Right.
be a little bit, but it's not like what like the issues that happened in the states. Okay,
Yeah.
uh, everyone is respected. Actually, there is a certain street there. I think it was Howe Street, Howe or the Doe Street. I just can't remember the exact name. But that street is uh, uh, a lot for the third sex,
Oh.
So during the Pride Month, it's filled with rainbow colors. Okay.
Okay.
Also, yeah, I've also experienced there. They got three comfort rooms or restrooms, so that will be for the male, the female, and for the third sex. Okay, so I'm saying this that everyone is respected and no one's really got discriminated.
Of
And
course.
Vancouver is, I believe, one of the is in the top five of the most livable cities in the world.
Yeah.
They also give a lot of opportunities for everyone, so it's really nice. Okay, so you're gonna see the urban area and then the nature all combined with each other. Okay,
Right.
very it's truly a very great place. Okay, and of course the outdoors.
Yeah. The
Uh,
skiing,
there-
the famous.
you can do skiing there. You can also do mountain hikings during the summer, and uh, there's also this certain thing there. They do hiking or biking, so uh, you can do some outdoor activities. Okay, so you will not be just confined in the city or at home or just do indoor sports, but you can also do this kind of outdoors too. So.
Right.
I think Malaysians also have doing mountain hiking there, right?
Yeah. We have yeah, but it's all tropical, right? So yeah, mountain hiking is quite famous sport.
Okay.
I think we have one of the
So we,
mountain
we're,
in Southeast Asia.
okay. So Vancouver is in the province of British Columbia. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So they call it province. So in the states, right, they call it the state, right? So
Mm.
in Canada they call it provinces. So
Yeah.
Vancouver is in the British Columbia area. Okay, so in their forecast, they got a growing demand for workers. They have predicted about 903,000 job openings between now and 2028. Although there's a
Wow.
pandemic, okay,
Yeah.
there's a pandemic right now, but
Mm-hmm.
Canada is recovering quickly. So that's why they're also inviting international students to be going there. So it's very very nice to take up this opportunity. So
Right.
when it comes to creation and economic growth, Canada is always there. Okay,
Mm.
one of the we're looking at the opportunities after for your professional growth. Okay, so all right. So in this slide, you can see this is the downtown area. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is actually the Granville Island where you see this site over here. So
Uh-huh.
they make some produce there every weekend. They got some. Uh, it's like a weekend market, okay, and then they got fresh produce like fish, vegetables, and fruits. It's really nice to go there. There are also some musicians singing there.
I
This
see.
tall build, yeah, this tall building over here, okay. This is where UCW gonna be situated this July
Oh, wow.
2028.
The whole
It's
building.
July now. No, we're moving here. We already moved here. It's
Yeah, yeah,
already
yeah.
July. Yeah, we already moved here. So it's not the whole building, but it's just certain
I
floors that
see.
we are occupying here. Okay, so
Right,
it's in the
right.
downtown area of Vancouver. The good thing about this, if you're in the downtown area, it's like you're in the smack of everything. It's
Mm.
easy to go and very comfortable to go there. You
Mm-hmm.
can take up the bus, you can take up the train, and it's just a very comfortable or easy access of going to your school. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
and since that you're in the downtown area, you are close to restaurants, to pubs, or any other amenities that you need. Okay,
Yeah.
And at night, okay, this Granville Street, you can check it in Google. They do some nightlife there. That's where the bars and the pubs are, available. Where you can do some partying. All right.
Yeah.
This is a very state-of-the-art campus. Yeah, it's near the beach district, the Sunset Beach, the seawall, and also the Granville Island. Okay, I can accommodate about more than 3,400 students. Okay,
Wow.
so we already moved here. Although we cannot open because of the pandemic, we're
Hmm.
gonna open up this August for the. We're still doing the blended program. Okay, so we already moved here. The professors are here, but by August, students can come in there. Okay.
Right.
All right. Just showing you the map of the downtown area. So this is what I'm talking about. We are situated here. Okay. This is
Okay.
Granville Island. So this street over
Yeah.
here, that's the Granville Street where you do the pubs and the restaurants and any other things. Okay. There's also the waterfront station. There's some the train station, the Sky train station that have
Uh-huh.
an easy access for you to go there. Okay, so actually it's really quite easy when you went out from the airport. You can just take the
Mm.
train and go to the city center or go to or there's some buses over there that you could go where you're gonna be situated for accommodation. Okay. All right. So we are accredited by the British Columbia Education Quality Assurance. So this is
Yeah.
a
That's right.
governing body of British Columbia. So it means that we are a legitimate school, and we are also accredited by the ACBSP. This is a governing body for business educators, and which means that we are delivering quality educations for business and commerce. Okay? So, having said that, students will be very much competent afterwards of learning here in the University Canada West. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we also have a partnered accommodation with forstay.com for off-campus housing of our students. We don't have any on-campus accommodation in UCW because we're in the downtown area, but we could partner up with anyone. We could also assist if the students still don't have any accommodation in Vancouver. So we could also assist for them to find a place before they arrive there. All right.
Mm.
Okay. So, what are the benefits of studying here in UCW? So, we offer scholarships. Okay, it's actually an automatic scholarship for the students. Okay, we got small class sizes to enhance the student experience and engagement. So you will not be cramped inside the classroom. So what we have is about 15 to 20 students per classroom.
Oh, it's a very small
Uh,
class, like 15 to 20.
15 Yeah, 15 to 20 students per classroom. Okay, so you will not be compressed or congested inside the classroom. All right,
Very.
and
Yeah.
we got 4 intakes per year: fall,
Yeah.
winter, spring, and summer. We got 4 options or 4 chances for you to take up your studying or when you want to start up your classes. Okay. Yes, as I mentioned, at ACBSP, we're accredited to offer the MBA and the Bachelor of Commerce degrees. We get very knowledgeable faculties with first-hand industry experience, meaning that they will not only teach you of the learnings from the books, but they are CEOs, marketing managers, professionals in the industry, and they will be teaching you what is really happening in the outside, in the professional area, in the professional field. So it's not only from the books, but also develop your instinct in doing business or in anything about in commerce. Okay?
Mm.
And of course, a faster completion for motivated students. So it's up to you if how you could do this. Basically, you could finish it earlier, okay, if you wanted to. All right, so let's talk about our courses or our programs. I'll start with the graduate programs. Although we're a university, we only have a few selected courses or programs concentrating on business. Okay, so I'll start with the graduate programs, which is the Masters of Business Administration. Okay, so it's a globally recognized postgraduate MBA degree, which is accredited by the ACU BSP. Okay, so it will prepare students, to take up challenging situations, how to make up solutions in the business world, and it's a higher level of education for bachelor's graduate. Okay? So How do you apply for the Masters of Business Administration? Okay. First, you need to have a bachelor's degree from a recognized university with a cumulative GPA of 3 out of 4.33 scale or equivalent or better. So 3 out of 4.33 is B. Okay, I think just to make it easier to understand, it's B. I'm not quite sure your grading system there in Malaysia, so just say it's
Okay,
B.
I can just share in terms of the grading system in Malaysia. For the undergraduate program, I mean, it is what you mentioned just now. It is based on the CGPA, so the average grade point accumulative. So it's a CGPA score between it can be 3 point something. Of course, the highest of CGPA is a 4, and it can be as anywhere between in between 4 and below. You know, uh, so if you get above 3, you are considered as in um, comic student. Most of the university who may be giving scholarships for students to pursue the postgraduate program would consider once the students achieve around above 3.3 or 3.4. I think it's quite similar to what
Okay.
you mentioned.
I think it's quite similar to, yeah. So
Yeah,
okay, so moving on. Okay, so that will be the first input requirements. Okay,
yeah,
then you should have one of the following. Okay, so you just have to choose. Okay, but it's not really required. Which I would suggest. I would really suggest, which is only convenient for you to take. Okay,
yeah.
you can take the GMAT or the GRE, the Graduate Management Admission Test, or the Graduate Record Examinations, but this is not really suggested because it's gonna take you much more time, and I think it's much more it's also much more harder. Okay, so it's
Yep.
just your option if you want to take up the GMAT or the GRE. Okay, an appropriate Canadian professional designation equivalent to international designation. Let's say that you're already a CPA. Okay, I'm not quite sure because here in the Philippines we have this board exam. Okay, to be recognized professionally. So if you have that, okay, so that would be an option. Okay. The third option is that if you have a bachelor's degree in business administration or commerce or equivalent. So if already a graduate of marketing, I'm a graduate of management, and then I have that certain grade, I could go directly for the MBA program. Okay. Right. Perfect. Right. Or okay, if you have a 3 years documented professional or management experience. So let's say that I've been working for 3 years as a manager, so I could, go directly for the MBA program. Okay,
Right,
so that's it. Okay, now let's say the student did not have those qualifications.
right.
Let's say I graduated as a medical technologist, and then I
Mm-hmm.
worked as a medical technologist in the hospital. But later on in my life, I wanted to do business, and I don't want to study Bachelor of Business anymore for 4 years. So I just
Yeah,
want to take up the Masters in Business Administration. By the way, the duration of the MBA program is only for 1.5 years. Okay, so
right.
I'll just take up the MBA program. So am I gonna be rejected? No. Okay. UCW will still accept those students, but we will be providing, or we will be including a 3 month MBA foundation program. Okay, so that kind of certain situation, that's the medical technologist who wanted to take up the MBA. He or she will take up a 3 month MBA foundation first, and then take up the 1.5 years of the MBA program. So all in all, the duration will still be less than 2 years. Okay.
Yeah. I think
All
it's
right.
common. Yeah. I think it's very common that, yeah, you're right, Alex, where some students may have graduated from the first degree from a different field and they would like to pursue a master degree in business. And I think it's fantastic opportunity that you're giving them. And it's only 1.5 years you mentioned that, yeah, Alex?
Yeah. It's just gonna take you for let's say they have the foundation program. It's gonna
Right?
be 1 year and 9 months. It's still
All
less
right.
than two
Okay.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have I've been in the industry for about 5 years. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
I talk to students who already have a bachelor's degree and wanted to pursue another studying abroad, another program to study abroad, what the usual question that I will be hearing from them is that, do you have a faster program which I want to finish immediately? Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
the best. This is the best program for them, because
Yeah.
they will
Yeah.
be saying, let's say I'm already 30 years old, but but really I'm 40. Okay, so
Mm.
I will be talking to a 30-year-old. They will be not be encouraged to study 4 more years. Okay,
Yeah,
so
right. Too
they
long.
will be it's too long. Okay, and they will be asking me, well, because if it's too long, it's gonna be time consuming and it's gonna be draining also their tuition fees because you need
Yeah,
to pay 4 tuition fees for 4 years. Okay?
that's
So
right.
they will be asking me only for those a year or 2 years that will be giving them. So this is the
Mm,
best program for them. Okay, so take
mm,
up the MBA program. And aside from that, uh, it is also the logical progression for students who have the bachelor's program to take up the master's, right? And whenever they apply for visa, age will not be really a factor for the decision because this is a higher level of education
right,
or a
right.
higher level of learning. Okay,
That's right.
so yeah. So moving on, we got the undergraduate programs. We got two actually. This is the bachelor's program. We got the Bachelor of Commerce. So this is focusing on basically how to make a business, how to operate a business. Okay, and the other one is the Bachelor of Arts. So this is a combination of communication and business. So this is like a combination of the professional writing, journalism, public relations, and advertising, and then how you could incorporate that in business. Okay, so uh, these two courses or these two programs is basically for the high school graduates. Entry requirements quite easy. You just need to finish up your high school and then go here. You can apply for the Bachelor of Arts or the Bachelor of Commerce. Okay, and at least 18 years old and above. Okay, so
Oh,
the duration of this program is 3.5 years. Okay, so
oh,
it's not really 4 years, just 3.5 years. Okay,
right.
so yeah, all right. So for the
Uh,
preparatory program, oh yeah. Oh
sorry,
yeah, I
Alex.
mentioned, yeah,
Alex. Yeah, sorry. I just think about in the undergraduate program. I wonder that you mentioned that the entry requirement will be a student who is between 18 years old, and also the entry requirement will be a year 12, which is a high school graduation
yeah,
qualification, right? That would
yes,
mean that basically like A levels and the Malaysian government program, which is called the STPM, those will be eligible to join and to apply to UCW, correct?
yes,
But
yes,
there is
yes.
one particular program called the UEC. UEC is the Chinese uh, uh, from the Chinese Independent School in Malaysia. I don't know whether you are
Okay,
familiar that in Malaysia we have this education where we have got the UEC qualification. Students who
okay.
partake in the UEC are actually equivalent to A levels. Would they be also accepted into the program? I mean, is
How old are they?
oh, they can be eight, of course they're 18 and probably above
Yeah,
18.
yes, they could qualify for that one
Right. Yeah.
for
Okay.
UCW. Yeah, all right. Okay, so well, as I'll mention
Okay.
also the entry requirements later on. Okay, so
Okay.
but the basic requirements for the bachelor's programs that you are 18 years old and graduated from high school. So
Right.
that's it. Okay,
Okay.
you
That's
can just
straightforward.
go. Okay, it's very easy actually. Not like not like in the MBA there would be some intricacies of your professional background. Okay?
Yeah.
So all right. So for the preparatory programs that we have is that I think I already mentioned the MBA Foundation program. That this is for the students who did not meet the MBA Direct program. Okay.
Right.
Now we got the University Access program. Okay. So these are for the students who did not meet or met the English language requirements. Okay. The requirements for English of the MBA program and the bachelor's program is 6.5. Okay,
Oh,
so let's say that the student did not meet 6.5 and only have 6.0, then they will be required to take up the university access program. So that will be depending. Okay, so if it is 6.0, that will be 3 months. If it is
mm-hmm.
5.5, that will be 6 months. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so but we have a way for the students uh, to pass, of course, the UAP. I'll explain here on the next slide. Okay, so how to
Okay.
apply. All right, this is how we will be apply. Okay, for admissions, just fill up the application form. Okay, everything will be there. Just blah blah blah. Blah. Now, for the English proficiency test, we got two options. Okay, the first option is that the student take up the IELTS, the TOEFL, or the PTE. Okay,
Yep.
or anything similar on it.
Yep.
If it is IELTS, they have the grade of 6.5 with no less than 6.0. If it
Right.
is PTE, they will be take the equivalent of IELTS 6.5. That would be, I think, about 58 and above. I'm not quite sure, yeah, but that's quite the same. That's the Pearson test of English. Or take up the TOEFL. That should have been the have the equivalent score of the 6.5. Now, let's say that is the students is having a hard time taking up the IELTS because not only of the pandemic, the IELTS testing centers are closed, or that it's really hard to take up the English of IELTS or the PTE.
Yep.
We can take up the other one, which is called the Duolingo English test. Okay,
Okay, Duolingo.
this is an online English test,
Right.
and just gonna take you for 1 hour, and then you need to pay 49 US dollars. Okay.
Yeah.
Personally, if you're gonna ask me, I will just take up the Duolingo test
Yeah.
because it's much more cheaper
Yep.
compared with an IELTS. Okay.
Right.
It's also not time consuming. It's just gonna take you for 1 hour,
That's right.
and
And it's
personally,
easier.
I took it. It's easier.
It's
It's
easier.
easier. Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. I took it actually. I
All right.
tested myself. Okay. And I think the score needed for the Duolingo is only 110. Okay. I scored 116.
Okay.
Okay.
Way above.
If you're gonna compare that with an IELTS score, that's gonna be about 7.5 to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not really that good in English, okay.
Okay.
But for me, when I did the test, it's much more easier for me actually
Yeah.
compared with any other test. So I would suggest for the students just take up the Duolingo for the English proficiency test. Okay. All right. Now, aside from that, they should submit their academic transcripts and their certificate or their diploma. And then for the MBA applicants, they should submit the CV or the resume. We're going with a resume, and
Uh-huh.
make it as very, very detailed as possible. Okay.
Okay.
Don't just put their job or job experience,
Right.
but put also the job description and their achievements and their awards, and if they handle project management, and if they're handling people, also include it there. Okay. Reason I'm saying is that it will be easier for the student to be accepted for the MBA direct program, and the admissions with just reading the resume, then that's it. Okay. Rather than checking everything else. Okay. So that will be easier for them. Okay. And then lastly, will be your passport. Okay, this is the front page, passport by page, and then submit it to you. Then when you submitted it to us, give us 3 days. Then we're gonna give the offer letter. Indicated there will be the duration of the program, tuition fees, and then how to settle it. Okay, initial tuition fee, blah blah blah. It will be everything will be there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is the important part. Okay, tuition
That's right.
fees. Okay. Yes.
That's
Now
important.
they're very important. Okay. For the MBA program, okay, put their year one and year two. Take note, the year two is only half a year. Okay, we just put it year two.
Yeah.
So the first year will be 21,060 Canadian dollars, and then the second year will be 14,040 Canadian dollars. So overall, will be 35,100 Canadian dollars. Okay. Now we will be having an MBA, the foundation program. So that's why let's push everyone not to have the foundation, right? That will be an
Right.
additional 7,000. Okay, so that will be more or less 42,000, right? Okay. You don't need to pay the whole tuition fee. You just need to pay. Well, actually, we have a promo until July 31. I hope it's got extended. You just need to pay an initial tuition fee of 3,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, and then once you got in there, you just pay the remainder for the term. Okay, not for the whole year. Okay, so that will be the tuition fee. Okay,
Okay.
all right. So but in a normal sense, the initial tuition fee deposit is 7,900. We just have a promo until July 31. That I'm
All right.
really praying very hard that it's got extended. That you just need to
Right.
pay 3,000. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Now for the Bachelor of Commerce and for the Bachelor of Arts, you got for year one into year three, that will be almost 21,000, and then on your half year or your wait, wait. On your fourth year will be 6,916. Okay, the keypad is too sensitive. Okay, so overall that will be about 67,000 or 68,000 for the whole duration of the Bachelor of Commerce. Okay. Okay, now for the University Access Program, okay, it's about 4,950. That's why I'm saying to everyone, take up the Duolingo. It's just $49 and ace it, okay?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
You won't have the University Access Program, okay? Oh, I forgot to mention we got the Associate of Arts. This is for 1.5 years. Yeah, I almost forgot. Good thing I saw here. So this is just a 1.5 year program for a fresh graduate of high school. So it will be 20,000 for the first year, and then on year two is about 14,000. Okay, so
Mm,
it's either for the high school student to take up the Associate of Arts or the Bachelor of Commerce or Bachelor of Arts. Okay, but I would suggest you take up the Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Arts because it has much more progression afterwards. Okay, so yeah, moving on. All right.
right.
So I mentioned a while ago we got scholarship. Yes, that
Mm,
is true. We have this Southeast Asia Regional Grant. Okay, so this is a grant given for students from the Southeast Asia region, and we are
right.
very fortunate that Malaysia is part of Southeast Asia. All right.
Yay.
So yes. So if the student is applying for the MBA, they will receive 9,720 Canadian dollars scholarship.
Wow.
And for the bachelor's degree, it's just not written here. It's 18,900 Canadian dollars. Okay. Now let's go
18,000.
back.
Yeah.
900 Canadian dollars. Okay. Now let's go back. The students going for the MBA program, 21,000 plus 14,040, that's 35,100. You immediately deduct 9,720. It will be around 25,680.
Yeah.
That will be your tuition fee for 1.5 years. And I believe that is very, very affordable
Mm,
and reasonable. Okay, if I'm going to compare it with any other universities that offer the MBA programs. Okay,
mm.
all right. Now for the Bachelor of Commerce, it's like deducting 1 year because it's 18,900.
Yeah.
So that is automatic. How do you avail for the scholarship? You just fill up the application form. That's it. We're gonna deduct it.
Mm.
Yeah, there's no need for
Alex,
you
can you
to have a
Alex,
grade.
sorry, Alex,
Yeah.
can you repeat again the total amount? The total amount for undergraduate program would be approximately $67,000 dollars, correct? For undergraduate
Uh,
program, Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Arts, it's about
so it's like
67.
wait,
Because I cannot
let's
see
see.
very clear here from my side. Yeah.
Okay, let's just say 21 times 3. That is
Right, right,
63. 63 plus 7. That will be almost 70,000. Okay, that will be almost 70,000. Yeah,
right. Okay. And the scholarship
that
is around 50,
18,000,
18,000.
18,900.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So it's just like taking out almost 1 year of
Yeah.
the
That's
tuition
right.
fee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So our key term dates is in winter, spring, summer, and fall. That is in January, April, July, and in October. Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, for our employment, we have career services department there that will be helping our students
Right.
or assisting them in finding jobs. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's a different culture, it's a different country. So our department there, this career services, will help them how to make a very good resume, cover letters, how to improve their networking opportunities, and get a
All
bit
right.
coach how to be interviewed and some job searching techniques. Okay.
All right.
Now the students can work 20 hours per week while they are studying, and full time 40 hours during term breaks. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if they finish up their studying, this goes for both the bachelor and the MBA program. They
All right.
finish up their studying, they are eligible to apply up to 3 years of postgraduate work permit. Okay, so
Wow.
that is really, really fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
because
Right.
it's going to be 3 years of postgraduate work permit. Okay.
Wow. That's fantastic, really. But Alex, do you know how much would a student get for each hour they're working as a part time?
Okay, I think the minimum wage there, if I'm not mistaken, I'll just check later on. About is about 15 or 16 Canadian dollars per
Wow.
hour.
Wow. Oh,
But that's
that's
the
not bad.
minimum. That's the minimum
Yeah.
wage. Okay, the student, of course, can negotiate for their salary. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's up to them how they could work it out with their employer.
Yeah. Wow. That's not bad.
Okay, so they don't just somehow agree about the salary, but try
Yeah.
to negotiate. Okay, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So this will be my last slide of this
Okay.
presentation. It's the employability of our students. The academic group made a survey of our MBA graduates that 6 months after graduation, we got 100% graduate employment. Okay. 3 months after graduation, we got 88% employment. And a month of graduation, we have 67% employment. Actually, this is a very good number, okay? But of course, this is done during before the pandemic, okay? But we're still confident of our graduates, of our students, that they could rise up on the occasion. And when they got employed in one of the in some of the world's leading organizations such as Nestle,
Yep.
Siemens, Scotiabank there in Vancouver, and any other big corporations there, okay?
Right.
IBM or Shaw or BC Transit, okay? So, yeah, that's it for my presentation.
Cool. Cool, Alex. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway,
Yeah,
I
thank
just
you.
want to remind again, any students who have any questions, please feel free to ask. We would love to answer some of the questions. But saying this, Alex, you mentioned about Vancouver, beautiful place, very metropolis. Um, Yongjin is asking, and I also thought of asking you this question: what would be the average living cost in Vancouver per se in a year?
Okay, when you file for visa, it's stated there that the living cost per student is 10,000 Canadian dollars per year. Okay, so
Right.
that will be around 400,000 maybe 4,000 ringgit. I'm not quite sure how much in ringgit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
that is 10,000. So that's
It's not too bad.
stated for your
Yeah,
living costs.
10,000. Yeah, okay. And with the
So
working, yeah, yeah, all right. And so just to let
yeah,
everyone know, in case you want to find out what is the exchange rate for dollars to ringgit, please bear in mind we are not talking about American dollar, we are not talking about Australian dollar, we're talking about Canadian dollar. Canadian
Canadian
dollar is
dollar.
3.1 to $1. So which means that 3 ringgit, 10 cents to a dollar. So it's pretty affordable to go to Canada, just in case you want to know what will be the change rate. Mr. Alex mentioned that it is $10,000. It is approximately about 30,000 ringgit in Malaysia. And if you were to divide by over 12 months, you are not actually paying a lot more difference than going to Kuala Lumpur. Just in case that some students want to know, I think Kuala Lumpur can cost quite a bit more, because of the living
Okay.
rental, depending on which part of KL they are in. So yeah, thank you on the living. I think it's pretty all right for Vancouver because it's a big city. Yeah, it's not a small city.
Yeah,
Uh,
if you want to save, I always say this to Filipino students. What students do to have some savings that
right,
they rent all together in accommodations. Okay,
right,
so they rent an
yeah,
apartment. Like four of them will be sharing for the apartment, and they will be sharing also for their groceries. So it will
yeah,
cut costs. Okay. Aside from that, if you will be living in the city or downtown area, okay, let's say that you will be renting an apartment in Bukit Bintang. Of course,
right.
the rent there will be much more higher. Okay,
That's right,
but what
of
they will
course.
do, that they will go for the suburbs, maybe about 30 minutes or 1 hour of bus ride,
Yeah,
and then the
fair
rent there
enough.
will be much more lower. Okay, so
Right.
that's what they usually do. Okay,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
of course,
Fair enough.
you're still a student there. I've been a student myself. I would always cut costs for my allowance. So
Yeah,
if I, if I will be drinking beer with my friends in the pubs, the beer there will be higher. So I'll just buy beer and just drink at home with my friends. So things like that. You need also to adjust. Okay, okay. So, but the rewards after it. You will be having a lot, of course.
yeah, correct. Alex, you mentioned just now that because UCW is basically a university that focus very much more on the business side, business major. Can you share with us some of the business majors, like maybe accounting or finance, any of the majors that you can
Okay.
share with us?
Okay, if you take up the MBA program, the last part or the last term of it is that you're gonna choose an elective. It's either in management, in finance,
All
or
right.
in marketing. Okay, so
Okay.
that will be your stream afterwards. But basically, it's MBA. Now, in the Bachelor
Ah,
of Commerce and excuse me, the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Commerce is encompassing all of it. Okay,
right.
so yeah, you will be a competent, or you will be having these skills in all areas, whether it's in marketing,
Right.
in management, uh, or in finance. Okay, so
Right.
that's actually the advantage of it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I have a question here, Alex, from a student.
Oh, oh,
Uh,
sorry.
uh, I think this question is, I think you have mentioned this, but anyhow, how Canada is unique for a study destination as compared to other European or Australia or even other countries?
Okay, all right. I've handled Australia before in my past job. Okay, I
Right.
believe Australia postgraduate work permit is only 2 years afterwards.
May
Okay,
not even get it.
they not even get it if you're
Yeah, may not
taking
even
up.
get it.
If you take up the here in Canada, you have until 3 years. Okay,
Yeah.
and it's quite easy. I don't want to say easy, but they are much more welcoming for. I don't want to speak about it actually about for permanent residency. Okay, I have known a lot of students of having a hard time of getting PR afterwards. Okay, so that's the advantage of it. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right.
Okay. So I hope that answered your question. I mean, just to add on to what Mr. Alex mentioned just now, of course, as you travel out from Malaysia to study in any country, every country has got its unique selling point. Every country has got its strong points. Some people would prefer to go to Australia because it is very near to Malaysia. Some of the students told me that it is very near. Just 5 hours flight to Perth, and that is valid reason. No issues on that. Some students prefer to go to Europe country because they say in European you learn different culture, you learn about different language. You can travel around Europe, and that's fantastic point. And of course in America, in Canada, you have their own strength. And there is nothing to compare because it's very unique. It's just like whether you are choosing to eat Western food or Asian food, they are all equally good. Yeah, but nevertheless,
Yeah,
like what Alex mentioned, you know, uh, 3 years of postgraduate work visa, it is definitely something which is a plus point because as far as I understand and I know based on my experience, uh, it's not easy, for any country to just give you a 3 years post graduate work visa. Oops, I think Alex has just disconnect himself from the show. Let's hope to see whether if he will come back. But anyway, if you have any more questions, feel free to add it in here. But nevertheless, if you have any more questions and you want to know further about studying in Canada, always come to our office. We have three offices at the moment. We have Chencharom, we have Klang, our main office, and we have got Suraman office. So feel free to come. Our colleagues, our advisors are more than capable to help you, to advise you on that. Ken? Oh, I think he is. Um, yeah, he is not able to come in. Maybe. Anyway, just take note of the scholarship. Okay, he's back already. Ah,
yeah.
uh,
Sorry, I lost the battery. Okay.
no worries, no worries, no worries. Okay, yeah, it happens sometimes. The disconnection.
All right. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. I'm sorry, I lost my battery, so I'm just near the connection. Sorry
No
about
worries.
that.
But we are almost coming to the end of the program. In fact, yeah, um, on studying Canada, studying UCW. Anybody got any more questions, or let's like to add on to anything that you want to mention?
Yeah, maybe the other question,
Or do you have anything you want to add, Alex, about studying in UCW?
Yeah, I would also add that aside from that, I already mentioned about the advantages of studying in our school, but uh, what I can see right now, of all the countries, study destination that I've been doing or been reading, Canada is the most welcoming for international students, actually. Not only for international students, but everyone in the world that they say, we like it to be here. That they're not really, and with this pandemic, the way that I see is that when it comes to the visa processing, I think they're gonna be much more lenient right now
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they're much more, they wanted international students to come in, and they wanted to revive up more about their economy. And then the way I see it, I was there. Whenever I talk to international students, not only from my school, and any other school, they're enjoying the place. They're enjoying Canada. They
awesome.
like the benefits there. It's
Yeah,
quite awesome. Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, indeed, awesome. And Alex, sorry, just something just came up my mind as you were speaking, and this was a question that was asked to me before during one of my sessions of consultation. I remember there was a family who came, a husband and a wife, and what happened was I couldn't give them an answer, but I thought now that this strikes me. Is it true that if a spouse partake a master's degree in Canada, let's
They could
say,
work full time.
and the wife can follow along and leave the
No.
dependent?
Yeah, actually, they can go all along, if they want
Oh,
to.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
but
the good thing about in Canada is like when you read about the visa options,
right,
the visa regulation, it's really, really encouraging to bring the family. Okay.
all right.
If I'm an international student and I brought my wife with me, my wife can work full time when I'm studying.
Yeah, exactly. That was what he was asking me, and I
Yeah.
wasn't very sure because I wasn't very much inside. But he was telling me that he heard that his wife could actually work full time while he's going back to school. And I said, wow, I
Yeah.
think that yeah, that's fantastic. Well, and you have I mean you have agreed to this. I think it's fantastic. Selling point
And
about
my
Canada.
And my wife can pay my tuition because she's the one working full time, right?
Agree.
All
Wow.
right. And if I brought my daughter with me, they could study for free. You know,
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
so
yeah. That is
it's really nice.
welcome. Yeah,
So
welcome.
that's why it's really welcoming for international students in
Yeah,
Canada for them
yeah,
to study.
yeah. Agree, agree. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Mhm.
I don't think our country even has this kind of privilege for student card.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyhow, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So just to wrap up, and just to show my selling points, aside lower tuition fee, okay, we got automatic scholarship. I will
All
not
right.
mention about Canada because I know Canada is very good already. And the English requirement, take up the Duolingo, very very
Yeah,
easy.
very simple, very simple.
Very
Yeah,
very easy. And then when you apply for a visa, they will not be really asking your IELTS there or your English requirements. So
right.
it's only the school that will be asking, and just take up the Duolingo.
All
Okay.
right. Okay, okay. That's fantastic. Means visa requirement doesn't require IELTS. Yeah.
That doesn't require me. So we're gonna
Okay.
apply there. No, there's no need for you to take it up or
Mm-hmm.
to attach it. Okay.
All right. Okay. Is that all,
All
Alex?
right. Yeah, yeah, that's all. I really like to thank each and every one of you. So sorry I did get disconnected.
No worries. No worries. Yeah. Thank you
All
for
right.
joining us today, Alex.
Thank
Spend
you.
an
It's really an honor for me that I was invited and being live there in Malaysia. Okay.
No worries. We were happy to see you here one day. If you can come over here when the border are open again, please come over to Malaysia. Come and visit our office. We welcome you and come and try some local delicacy. I know you've been here before, but now that you have friends
Yeah,
here already,
I'll be more than happy to return there. And have
yeah,
some
maybe
coffee or
yeah.
dinner there.
All right, maybe we can even do some program together. Maybe to
Ah,
promote
yeah.
UCW even more aggressively in Malaysia, so yeah, and to help them.
We can do some expos there or some student orientation. I'll be happy to go there after this pandemic,
Awesome.
if the borders are all open. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you
your time.
very much. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah. Have a great
Yeah.
day. Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Thank you. And don't forget, everyone, continue to stay tuned for our other programs that will be coming along week after week. We are bringing it to you. Today we have got study in Canada, study in Vancouver, and study in UCW. UC Canada West. Okay, it's a premium school for business program. Okay, and they are accredited. Uh, Don't forget the scholarship is pretty much attractive, 18,000 ringgit, $18,000. Wow, that would be only approximately about $50,000. And if you're doing master's program, like what Alex mentioned, bring your spouse along with you, bring your family along with you. That is how welcoming the country can be. While you're studying, your wife works, and your children can go to government school. Fantastic. Yeah, a package deal. Okay. Now, I'm Jeffrey. My name. I'll be signing off again. I will see you again in the next episode. Don't worry. You can always watch us again and again and again in our YouTube, in our Facebook. Do let us know if you have got something that you want us to show you, bring it to you. If you have got a country that you are not familiar with and you want us to bring it to you, we'll do so. If you got a program that you want to know and you don't know much about the program and you want us to bring it to you, we can do as well. And if you have a university that you are dying to know and you want us to bring it across to you, let us know. Okay, I think if much we can do, we'll bring it forward to you, all free, all for your own benefits of tertiary education. Thank you. I'm from Study Hard, remember, and from JST Solutions. I'll be signing off. I'll see you again next week. Bye bye. Take care.
When you study at University Canada West, you'll find out why Vancouver, Canada was voted the third best city to live in by The Economist. From pristine oceans and beautiful mountains to its place as a modern city of commerce, Vancouver is an exciting, multicultural metropolis. MBA programs are popular around the world, but the location you choose to study in should be a top factor when deciding which program is for you. Here's why Vancouver, Canada is a popular choice for those wanting to study an MBA and experience a diverse culture. As stated by the Business Development Bank of Canada, 2019 has been a year for good economic growth in Canada, with Deloitte also noting that a digital revolution in the country is expected to bring with it further opportunities in 2020. Students looking to study an MBA that is designed to meet the needs of the fast-moving business market will have a host of viable options in Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver is featured in Startup Blank's list of top 25 cities in the world for best startup ecosystems. Although you don't need a degree to own a business, graduating with an MBA gives you the necessary edge in a competitive market. University Canada West is a preferred choice by international students aspiring to be leaders, hosting students from all around the world in a safe, diverse, and welcome learning environment in downtown Vancouver, Canada. UCW's full-time MBA program is taught by professors with years of direct industry experience and knowledge. They don't just repeat textbook content, they will use their years of experience to equip students with the skill set they need to succeed. UCW's MBA program is accredited by the ACBSP. The program is structured in a way which lets students tailor the MBA to their specific needs by picking electives from elective clusters in leadership, marketing, or finance. Those wishing to tailor their degree for specific career paths therefore have a number of options. International students at UCW inform us that living in Vancouver is more affordable than they thought, and that transportation in the city is convenient and reliable. Studying an MBA in Vancouver, Canada to become an effective leader is an exciting career move. Contact one of our dedicated advisors who will help guide you in your steps towards a successful future.